Welcome to the Morning Update. I'm Erin Roan. Rishi Sunak will become the UK's next Prime Minister. His main challenger, Penny Mordaunt, has pulled out of the race, making him the new leader of the Conservatives. In his first public address, he's thanked outgoing PM Liz Truss for her service and warned of the economic challenges that lay ahead.
We now need stability and unity, and I will make it my utmost priority to bring our party and our country together.
He's now due to meet with King Charles to make things official. The Federal Treasurer will hand down his first budget tonight with the deficit to shrink. It looks like the budget bottom line will be $40 billion better off over 4 years, thanks in part to higher commodity prices. Local councils will be looking for tens of millions of dollars worth of disaster mitigation projects. Linda Scott from the Local Government Association says funding is needed for things like flood levies and evacuation centres to protect communities from disasters such as the flood emergency down the East Coast.
This $200 million annual disaster ready fund needs to be in the federal budget this year so that the funding can be ready to go for all these really important local government infrastructure projects.
Still on the flooding, Lismore has been spared the worst this time around, with the Wilsons River failing to reach the expected flood peak. But to the northwest, residents around Narrabri are now under evacuation orders. The border towns of Echuca and Moama are starting to emerge from the flood as the Murray River recedes. The river is now threatening communities as far away as South Australia, though. Kane Murray from the South Australian SES has this warning.
Don't drive, ride, walk or let kids play anywhere near floodwater. Just be aware that there is water over roads in some places. The road may be damaged beneath the water. There may be debris in the water.
Opening arguments are being delivered in the latest trial for disgraced movie mogul Harvey Weinstein in Los Angeles. The 70-year-old is facing 11 counts of rape and sexual assault. 5 alleged victims are expected to give evidence. He's already serving 23 years in jail for sexual offences after being convicted in 2020. And the clock is ticking to get your taxes done with less than a week to file your tax return. Assistant Commissioner Tim Lowe says there's no time to waste.
Taxpayers need to either lodge their tax return themselves or appoint a registered tax agent by the 31st of October. Make time on your calendar now to get it done this weekend or contact your registered tax agent.
If you are in a flood-affected area, you can ask the ATO for help if you're unable to complete your return in time. To sport now, at the T20 Cricket World Cup, Mitch Marsh says the Aussie pace attack is raring to go ahead of their clash with Sri Lanka. Marsh rejoins the attack after recovering from an ankle injury. Still at the World Cup, South Africa and Zimbabwe shared points after their match in Hobart was washed out, while Bangladesh had a 9-run win over the Netherlands. While at the Rugby League World Cup, Casey Badger has made history, becoming the first woman to referee a men's World Cup match. For even more sports news, make sure you check out the Sports Update. You'll find it wherever you're listening to this show. In entertainment news, and it was over almost before it began, Kanye West has parted ways with his new lawyer, Camille Vasquez, who represented Johnny Depp in his recent defamation suit. It comes after the rapper refused to retract some anti-Semitic comments he made over the weekend. And Marvel has released its official trailer for the third Ant-Man movie called Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. It stars Paul Rudd and Evangeline Lilly and will open in cinemas in February. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcasts team. We'll see you later on for another episode of The Update.